Meet the walrus, a gentle giant. Walruses are amazing creatures. These magnificent animals are known for their impressive size and gentle nature. Despite their large and somewhat intimidating appearance, walruses are actually quite docile and social animals. They are big and blubbery, but they are gentle giants. Their thick layer of blubber helps them stay warm in the frigid waters of the Arctic. This blubber also provides them with the buoyancy they need to float effortlessly on the surface of the water. Did you know that walruses are pinnipeds? Pinnipeds are a group of marine mammals that include seals, sea lions, and of course, walruses. This means that walruses share some common characteristics with these other fascinating creatures. This means they are related to seals and sea lions. Like their pinniped relatives, walruses have flippers that make them excellent swimmers. They can navigate through the icy waters with ease, using their powerful flippers to propel themselves forward. One of the coolest things about walruses is their tusks. These long curved teeth can grow up to 3 feet in length and are used for a variety of purposes. Both male and female walruses have these long teeth. The tusks are not just for show, they play a crucial role in the walrus's daily life. They use them for lots of things, like hauling themselves out of the water and breaking breathing holes in the ice. Walruses are really loud. Their tusks also serve as a tool for defense against predators and for establishing dominance within their social groups. They make all sorts of sounds, like grunts, whistles, and clicks. These vocalizations are a key part of their communication system. These sounds are important for talking to each other, especially underwater. Walruses use their vocalizations to maintain social bonds, attract mates, and even to navigate their environment. Walruses are truly fascinating animals with their unique looks and behaviors. Their whiskers, or vibrissae, are highly sensitive and help them detect food on the ocean floor. Let's learn more about where they live and how they survive in the Arctic. The Arctic is a harsh and unforgiving environment, but walruses have adapted to thrive in these conditions. They rely on sea ice for resting, breeding, and as a platform for accessing their food sources. Their diet mainly consists of clams, snails, and other small marine organisms, which they locate using their sensitive whiskers. By understanding more about these gentle giants, we can appreciate the incredible adaptations that allow them to survive and flourish in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Walruses live in the Arctic, a region known for its extreme cold and vast expanses of ice. These majestic creatures are well adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. The Arctic is a very cold and icy place, with temperatures often plunging well below freezing. The landscape is dominated by ice and snow, creating a unique and challenging habitat for its inhabitants. Walruses spend most of their time in the water, where they are incredibly agile and efficient swimmers. They can dive to great depths in search of food, using their powerful flippers to navigate the icy waters. However, they need to come onto land or ice to rest, give birth, and raise their pups. The ice floes provide a safe haven for these activities, away from the dangers of the open sea. The Arctic is covered in ice for much of the year, with the sea ice expanding and contracting with the seasons. This ever-changing environment requires the walruses to be highly adaptable. Walruses have a thick layer of blubber that keeps them warm in the freezing water and air. This blubber not only insulates them from the cold, but also provides an energy reserve during times when food is scarce. They also have sensitive whiskers on their snouts, known as vibrissae. These whiskers are incredibly tactile and help the walruses detect prey in the murky depths of the Arctic waters. These whiskers help them find food in murky water, where visibility is often low. They primarily feed on benthic invertebrates such as clams, snails, and worms, which they locate using their keen sense of touch. Life in the Arctic is tough, with extreme weather conditions and limited resources. The walruses must constantly adapt to survive in this unforgiving environment, but walruses are well suited to survive in this challenging environment. Their physical adaptations, such as their blubber and whiskers, along with their social behaviors, enable them to thrive in the icy Arctic. They are truly remarkable creatures, perfectly designed for life in one of the most extreme places on Earth. Walruses are carnivores, which means they eat meat. Their favorite food is clams. They dive down to the ocean floor to search for these tasty treats. A walrus uses its sensitive snout and whiskers to locate clams buried in the sand. Once it finds a clam, it uses its powerful mouth to suck the clam out of its shell. A walrus can eat thousands of clams in a single day. After a satisfying meal, they often rest on the ice or land to digest their food. Walruses are social animals. They live in large groups called herds. A herd can have hundreds or even thousands of walruses. Within a herd, walruses have close bonds with each other. Mothers are very protective of their pups and nurse them for up to 2 years. Walruses communicate with each other using a variety of sounds. They also use their tusks to show dominance or defend themselves. Living in a herd helps walruses stay safe and find food. Section 5. A warming world. Trouble for walruses. The Arctic, a place of stunning beauty and harsh conditions, is home to the majestic walrus. These creatures have adapted to life on the ice, but now their world is changing rapidly. Climate change is a big problem for walruses. The rising temperatures are causing the ice to melt at an alarming rate, and this is having a profound impact on their way of life. The Arctic is warming up faster than any other place on Earth. This rapid warming is leading to the loss of sea ice, which is crucial for walruses. They rely on the ice for resting, breeding, and protection from predators. As the ice melts, walruses are losing their resting and breeding grounds. Without these vital areas, they are forced to haul out on land, which can be overcrowded and dangerous. They have to travel farther to find food, which can be dangerous, especially for young pups. The long journeys can be exhausting and increase the risk of predation and separation from their mothers. The changing climate also affects the abundance of clams, their main food source. Warmer waters and changing sea conditions can lead to a decline in clam populations, making it harder for walruses to find enough to eat. The challenges posed by climate change are putting walrus populations at risk. The loss of ice, the need to travel greater distances for food, and the decline in their food sources all contribute to the stress on these animals. It's important to understand these challenges and take action to protect them. Conservationists are working tirelessly to study walrus populations and develop strategies to mitigate the impacts of climate change. Protecting their habitat, reducing greenhouse gas emissions, and supporting conservation efforts are crucial steps in ensuring the survival of these incredible creatures. The future of walruses depends on our actions today. By raising awareness and taking steps to combat climate change, we can help preserve the Arctic environment and the species that call it home. Together, we can make a difference and ensure that walruses continue to thrive in their icy world. Section 6. Helping walruses, our turn to lend a flipper. We can all help protect walruses and their Arctic home. By reducing our carbon footprint, we can slow down climate change. Supporting organizations that are working to conserve walruses is another way to help. These organizations are studying walrus populations, protecting their habitat, and raising awareness about their plight. Every effort counts when it comes to protecting these magnificent creatures. Together, we can make a difference for walruses and the future of the Arctic. Section 7. What you can do to help. You can make a difference for walruses right now. Start by learning more about them and sharing what you learn with your friends and family. Reduce your carbon footprint by conserving energy at home and using eco-friendly transportation. Support organizations that are working to protect walruses and their habitat. Even small actions can have a big impact when we all work together. Let's be voices for walruses and advocate for their protection. Section 8. Spreading the word for walruses. Sharing information about walruses and the challenges they face is crucial. Talk to your friends, family, and classmates about the importance of protecting these amazing animals. Use social media to spread awareness about walrus conservation. Share photos, videos, and articles about walruses and the threats they face. By amplifying the message of walrus conservation, we can inspire others to join the movement to protect them. Together, our voices can make a difference. Section 9. A brighter future for walruses. There is hope for walruses. By working together, we can mitigate the impacts of climate change and protect their Arctic home. Through research, conservation efforts, and global cooperation, we can ensure that walruses continue to thrive in the wild for generations to come. Let's remain optimistic and continue our efforts to protect these magnificent creatures and their fragile habitat. The future of walruses depends on our actions today.